Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live and it's a Wednesday. So you know what that means. That means the Wrasslin for Life Network is back with another live stream. We're kicking off this hump day. Yep, you heard me. We got AEW Dynamite tonight kicking off in about 2 seconds. We're going to run you through all the action, all the reaction, all the news, rumors, and all the fun stuff. It's a come home and go home show. So grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's going to be a fun one tonight. We're going to go through everything we got to talk about, all in the rumors, the stories, the nonsense, and everything in between. And we got more to talk about as far as the pay-per-views go. I'm expecting some news, some announcements, some more matches, but we're going to talk all about that. I see the chat filling up already. I will say hi to everybody out there. I hope you're having a happy, healthy, and safe Wednesday. The week is almost there. You know, almost through. You almost can punch out on this one. Tomorrow, Friday Junior. Friday's upon us. The weekend will be here. We got so much wrestling coming your way, and it doesn't stop. Like, we go right into 2 pay-per-views this weekend. We're coming back next weekend for more pay-per-views. It's insane. It does not stop. But I got Pyro, Dynamite kicking off. I think we're starting with Orange Cassidy. Oh, maybe not. But I will remind everybody, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. I am KJ White, Mr. Every Night, the Iron Man of YouTube. And once again, thank you for being here. I will get to your chat messages. Remember, we take a prediction on every single match, and we will take a rating out of 10 at the end of the night. We want to know what you're thinking. We want to know how you feel. So make sure you let us know. Don't be shy. Don't be quiet. And if you haven't hit like and subscribe yet, please do so. But they're running through the card right now. They've added Jon Moxley, Commander. I don't know why. We will hear from Chris Jericho. But yeah, we're kicking it off with Jon Moxley and Commander. There we go. So we will take predictions. And I will say hello to the people that have made their way in already. But Ronnie is in the house. Welcome back, Ronnie. Good to see you. And here comes the Wild Thing. Speaking of the Wild Thing, what's up, Ronnie? Rocco, check out the Kenny/Will feud. First match was at New Japan pay-per-view. Second match was AEW, and third and final match at Impact pay-per-view. Agree or disagree? Rocco, I tend to disagree. I know he's going to Impact. I just don't think Kenny is. I mean, they've kind of separated their ways between Impact and AEW. So, yeah, we'll get into that more, but I don't see it happening. WWE has officially signed the Authors of Pain. Well, Damian, welcome back, our current prediction champion. You're going to have to defend that belt twice this weekend. But, yeah, I mean, it was rumored that the Authors of Pain had re-signed ages ago. So I have no idea. Again, be careful what you read on the internet. It's not all true. But, yeah, I'd be hesitant. I imagine they're going to be back in the fold. Why not? They're pretty good. I'm looking forward to Eddie Kingston defending the his New Japan Championship versus Wheeler Yuta. Interesting. I don't know how excited I am about it, but I mean, let's go. Anytime we get Eddie Kingston, happy about it. I'm good to go with it. So yeah, let's go. See what happens there. With CM Punk and Perry suspended, I wonder what the main event at All Out. See, I added a word for you, Richard. I don't see an MJF or Saraya title defense. Welcome back, Richard. Very good point. As here comes Commander with Alex Abrahantes. Not sure why. All right. But, yeah, we don't know. And apparently there's rumors that certain people within, the company, a lot of people, as you could imagine, are nervous. What does this mean? How can you have All Out in Chicago and Punk not be on that card? It's a tough shout. Like, I really don't know what's happening. Again, anytime this shit happens with AEW, I'm like, please let it be kayfabe. And it tends not to be. So I don't know. This, the reports coming out, like we saw the report about Miro and Punk getting into it. Then it comes out, oh, Miro went to check on Punk and they just got back and forth. And it was nothing, harmless. It was just joking around. And somebody conflated it to like, oh, look, Punk's fighting with everybody. Wow, Moxley starting the show off with a big boot. Maybe this match won't last all that long, folks. Future fantasy football champion has arrived. No, I got here first, Joe. Thank you. But thank you for noticing. Welcome, welcome, Joe. Ronnie Hood, Fire Punk. Listen, Fire Punk. I mean, do it, Ronnie. I mean, I'm surprised with the number of AEW fans that feel this way. I really am. Because if you truly love the show, you want their best people possible. And whether you like it or not, and I said this to Luna today, was, love him or hate him, he's the most talked about guy in your company. We've been talking about Punk and Jack Perry all week long. It has legitimately overshadowed All In. It has. As far as covering it, reporting about it, talking about it. Shit, we were trying to do Dynamite and NXT last night, and the whole night was kind of Punk. So, yeah, fire him. But I have a feeling if you fire him, someone else is going to scoop him up and try and make bank with him. Commander of the outside, though, by the way. Big splash from the top to the floor. Moxley goes down. Thank you, Ronnie. Everybody give us a like. We are on fire right now. We are growing at a clip, and it's been fun to watch, and we appreciate everybody for showing up and giving us that love. But yeah, the chat's filling up. Keep it coming. Who else is here? Alexis is here. How you doing? Steve's here. Punk will be at All Out. Yeah, I mean, there's been talk about, like, is he suspended with everything but All Out? I don't know. I have no idea how this plays out. Is it a 5-day suspension? Maybe. As John Moxley decides to claw the back of Commander. Looks like my cat. What's good? How you doing, TJ? Welcome back. Todd, how are you? I have to be here. Cheers. Yes, you do. Everybody has to be here. Remember, be a friend, tell a friend. Never fear, Larry is here. We're never in fear. But Commander going to the top. Moxley laying there. Yeah, he says enough of that shit. And Moxley rolling out of the way. Boom. Oh, release suplex. What's up, Steve? How you doing? Welcome on back. Richard says, hey, KJ, do you see that Tony had to change the show due to illness and travel issues due to the Florida hurricane? I had not, Richard. So I'll be very interested. Maybe that's why we're getting Moxley Commander. So maybe I have to give him a little bit of leeway here. It's going to be a very interesting show, right? Like, it is your go-home show for All Out. One show, one turnaround. It's very interesting, right? It's hard. You start the show tonight with a package for the pay-per-view you did on Sunday. We got to talk about the one you're about to do a little bit. So we'll see. I mean, now that you say that, Commander and Moxley makes a lot more sense. What's up, Steve G? How you doing? Grab your socks and your coats. Steve, all right, there you go. Big Dog, how you doing? A match is struck. The lantern is lit. The flame burns. I'm here. Whew. The flame is extinguished. Let me in. Welcome back, Big Dog. Doing good. I appreciate the reference, by the way. What up, KJ, Big Nick, and Wrestling 4 Live? Gilly, welcome back. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Richard, you ask this every Wednesday. I don't know what to tell you, bro. We have a schedule. Mox is gonna rip Commander a new one. He kind of is. I'm surprised. We're going into picture in picture already, and this match still going on right now. Aubrey talking to Moxie on the outside. I'm a little surprised we didn't just get this over with. Wow, Larry, you know nothing of Wembley. You're just gonna block it out and be like, okay. Very true. TK just added John Moxley Commander for tonight's Dynamite. Very true. Squash match time. Not yet. Steve G, welcome back. Damian, welcome back. Moxley for the win. I agree. CA Hammer. All right. Unfortunately, Authors of Pain not get signed according to the newsletter. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, the rumor was they've been around for a while. Could I see WWE bringing them back into the mix? Why not? They'd be good. Authors of Pain taking on KO and Sammy. Maybe give Authors of Pain a decent heater. Could work. What's up, Dale? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome back. What's up, Bobby? VHS in the house. I'm looking forward to Mox versus OC, like watching a train colliding with a tank. Yeah, if the train was going super slow and the tank didn't sell anything. But that's my take on that. Is it weird they're already advertising and pitching Moxie versus OC, but kind of similar to the women's title match at All In? Orange Cassidy's going to fight Penta tonight, and the winner of that match will fight Moxley. Shouldn't Moxley fight Penta and the winner fight OC? I'm not going to be picky. I mean, OC wrestles a lot, so he's going to take on Penta tonight, and then he'll turn around and fight Moxley at All Out. It's pretty crazy. Blue aliens from Neptune are afraid of Mox. Yeah, okay. I'll take your word for that one. You're on the good tonight, eh, Larry? Feeling good? Great. KJ White, happy AEW night. John, happy AEW night to you as well. And welcome back. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Punk will crash it. Yeah, that's what I think they should do. To be honest, just be quiet about it. Don't let him be on Collision. Nobody talk about it. Nobody say anything. And then he just comes through the crowd at Collision. Be the champion of the people in the middle of a Jack Perry match. But you got to lift his suspension, so it might give it away. So in the middle of a Bucks match. But they even going to be at All Out? We don't know who's going to be at All Out. Might have to suspend him after All Out. Well, that's the thing. Do you lift? Like, does he sit at home this week, which maybe he is, and then you bring him in for All Out, and then you send him home again? How long is the suspension? What is AEW's policy on workplace violence? Moxley for the win. Has anyone truly confirmed all these allegations with Punk, or just dirt sheet rumors? Nothing's been confirmed. Some reliable sources have painted a pretty clear and consistent picture, and then it would seem that a good amount of dirt sheets, particularly one guy in particular, which he's been, we all know how he is, but Cabana Boy, Brian Alvarez, he just can't help himself, and everything he says ends up, not everything, but a good amount of everything that comes out of that pipsqueak's mouth just gets debunked quick. So again, don't trust everything you read. And again, we saw what happened. If you're going to be mad at Punk, you also have to be mad at Jack Perry for poking the bear. As I said last night, guys, it's almost like with certain fans, they could light CM Punk on fire, and they'd be mad at Punk if he burned one of them in the process. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. As by the way, Commander goes for the running of the ropes, 7-year itch, and eats knees from Moxley. Referee. Well, Todd, welcome to Wednesday. 2 count. Moxley can't get the pin. The talent are spreading the rumors to reporters. 100% Keyshawn. And again, in all directions. I do believe that there's sympathetic Punk reporters. I do think there's sympathetic Buck or Elite or Jericho reporters. And again, it's ridiculous. At the end of the day, and I said this, Nick has said it, I just don't care. I don't want to talk about it anymore. That's why we're like, fuck it. I don't care who you fire. Do something, right? But that's it. I mean, you got to do something. And it's just constant infighting. And it's not healthy. It's not good. And it does deplete the product. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If everybody was kumbaya and getting along the way they should be in a business sense in AEW, I think the card for All Out would have been better. That's my opinion. Tim, welcome. Good evening, everybody. What's up, Tony? How you doing? By the way, Moxley gets the pin finally. Wanders back out to the crowd. Would Collision be as good without Punk? I feel he legitimized the show to help get it off the ground. No, I don't think it would be. Like, if he's gone, it's a loss. Like, and I keep saying, if you took everybody from the Collision crew and everybody from the Dynamite crew, at least the ones that like are consistent, and flipped it, you would see improvement in the ratings on Wednesdays. You would see overall audience retention get better. You would see more interest because whether you love or hate Punk, for everybody out there right now that can hear my voice and they're like, fuck Punk, no matter what Punk does, you hate Punk. That's fine. That's your prerogative. But whether you love him or hate him, you cannot deny the fact that he's a draw, what he brings to the table. You can't. People are more interested in what Punk is doing than anything else. I know that Punk went to Impact Wrestling and played Uno. That's what I know because everybody's reporting everything this man does. He's relevant. He matters. It's important. So for me, I mean, it's not as cut as dry, it's not as cut and dry as just get rid of him. You got to think big picture. Maybe it's Jack Perry that's got to go. Truthfully, if I was Tony and I was looking at Jack Perry and I was looking at Punk, Jack Perry to me is more expendable. No offense, whether it's his fault or not. We got the Bucks. Oh, this is going back to their match after All In. By the way, the Bucks are adorable, tweeting everybody with their love. Would Collision got that one? Isn't Moxley in the main event too? Is he? Wyatt, that'd be weird. But then again, we did it on Sunday. So FTR enters the room of the Bucks, and they're all upset that they didn't win. There was 80,000 people there. We were supposed to win. We didn't win. Very interesting. Oh, wait a minute. It looked like we were going to get some respect between the Bucks and FTR, and the Bullet Club Gold arrive, and they got the cardboard cutout of Jay White in bubble wrap. Keep Punk. I'm with you. I would keep Punk as well, just because what he does for our box office. And I know people want to look past it. He draws more than anybody else. And I know people love the Bucks like they've been dating them for years. But the fact is, they don't draw like Punk. They don't. And if you can prove me wrong, prove me wrong. Send me the stats, and I will come on here and say, my bad. But Punk draws more. Punk is the highest draw in AEW, but at the same time, ever since he signed with the company, he has been turmoil to the point it has lost its magic. You're not wrong, JV. And that's where I say, like, Tony does have to put his foot down. And if you have to give up on your biggest draw and ask other people to pull their socks up and find a way to make themselves bigger, it might happen. Creating a hole, a void, sometimes forces people, teams, businesses to come together and do better in the absence of the superstar. I'm okay with that. But he's got to make a decision. Tony Khan has to man up, get a set of balls, be the boss, and take control of his company. Because right now he's not in control. Oh my God. FTR and the Bucks versus Bullet Club Gold. All out. Good Lord. There we go, folks. Would that be the main event, maybe? Interesting, unless Punk's there. So just announce. Let me know. Terrible booking. You laughing. Then they can serve the suspension, dating the Young Bucks, right? Come on now. The obsession's crazy. They don't do anything wrong, guys. I watch BTE. They're great people. Good Christian boys. Come on. Do you live? I do. Do you live Morgan? I wish. Do you live Morgan is going to cause Raquel to lose this? Do you think Raquel's going to get screwed by Liv? Maybe. I don't know where Liv is at a recovery, like as far as being healthy to go. But maybe. I don't really love the idea. I want Rhea to beat Raquel straight up. Right? Don't need any run-ins. Don't need any bullshit. Have a really crazy good women's pay-per-view match and have the better woman win. That's my call. Dun, dun, dun. The freshly squeezed international champion, Orange Cassidy. I like it, Bobby. Has a ring to it. It's his belt. It's gonna look weird when someone else runs around with it. That would be nice, but I don't think they can keep it professional work-wise. That's to Michael. And again, guys, listen, we even on this stream, we're what, 20 minutes in? I think I've spent 12 of the 20 minutes primarily talking about Punk. The show's going on, the Bucks are on TV, big match announced, but a lot of people talk about Punk, and that can't be ignored. But how do we feel about this? You can give me a thumbs up, give me a message, give me something. How do you feel about FTR teaming up with the Bucks to take on Bullet Club Gold at All Out? Let me know how you feel about that in the chat. We are in a commercial break. We are rolling through. We will be back tomorrow for Impact. We will be back Friday, doubleheader, and then Saturday, Sunday, 2 pay-per-views plus Collision. And then we go strong all week long, folks. Breaking things. We go all week long. We have Victory Road coming up. Jordan Grace will return to Impact. Woo! There's a lot of wrestling if you're a wrestling fan. To be honest, All Out 2 years ago was their WrestleMania. Now All Out is like payback. Valid. That's kind of how it feels, right? It has no choice but to feel that way. I've said it before. I say it again, but I think if even next year, they've announced that Wembley 2 is going to be at August 25th. So if I was them, I would like Tony to come up with a better plan for All Out. That's my thinking on it. Push All Out just a few weeks back. Give yourself 5 weeks, 4 weeks even, to build to All Out a little bit more so it doesn't feel as, here's a secondary pay-per-view. Give us your money. It's a tough one. 8-man match, finna bit a banger. I added some syllables there, TJ Hook. What's Larry's liking it? Tony facing them. Tony forcing them. Well, listen, it's good for business, and I will give credit where credit's due. I didn't think the Young Bucks would go under at Wembley. I was wrong. I didn't think they'd carry on a storyline involving FTR. I was wrong. And I think right now they're doing everything to be squeaky clean and like, look, we get along. That guy's fighting with other people. We're fine. We're making friends with FTR. We did a job. Look at this guy. He's still fighting with people. We're not doing anything. They do look squeaky clean right now. But now we're getting a replay of the dissension between the Outcasts and how Saraya cheated to get her victory. I imagine we're going to Saraya Tony Storm at All Out. Can she go? Saraya. Thumbs up from Damian. Young Bucks and FTR will fight and allow Bullet Club Gold to get the win. Mark, I kind of feel like that's what's up. Kind of with you on that. I have to wonder if the Bucks are going to turn on FTR during the match. The signs are there. The stage is set for it. Will it happen? Who knows? But I have a suspicion that it will. Something. 100% something. I almost wonder, would it work? I don't know if it would work. I think the FTR is too over. So even if they turned on the Bucks, people would still want to cheer them. Yeah, I mean, so go Bucks, and it's there, right? And even if it's that, oops, we super kicked you, now you're mad. Like, it feels that that's what this is setting up. Right now, I got Tony Storm on screen talking about her old friend. She's upset. TK just putting random matches together. That's not anything he would do. Come on, Bash. That doesn't sound like a Booker of the Year, does it? Oh, Wembley went tits up and Renee pops, but that's funny. I like what Tony Storm's doing, guys. And I don't know how you guys feel out there, but to me, she is found something and she's doing very well. Separating from the Outcast is excellent for her. And up next, everybody's favorite midlife crisis, Chris Jericho, the Ocho, the Lionheart, the Old Timer, the Hulk Hogan, the Clout Vampire, the Sucker of Heat. All of the above is coming to the ring, looking like a walking disco ball. Is Khan a Shivani repeat? Maybe. Thumbs up to Bucks and FTR versus BC Gold at All Out. Banger of a match. There you go. John's feeling it. I like that. Love me some Kiana James. There you go. Well, we got Pouty Storm crying over spilled vitamins. What? Listen, she has a right to be griping. She got screwed. So she has every reason to be upset, big dog. She wants that title. Tony Storm just turned into tropical depression. Oh my. Yeah. Well said, Larry. What a crybaby. It's perfect. Except she's going after her heels. Like if she's mad at Soraya and Ruby, she's technically the baby face, yet she's losing her mind like a heel, chasing heels. What am I? Just being picky, I suppose. The modern day midlife crisis. Exactly. Exactly. Chris Jericho milking in the crowd a little bit. I'm excited to see Gail Kim and Awesome Kong as a tag team on 1000 episode of Impact. Plus, the Dudleys, after 8 years, are going to be in ring. And who knows who else, Damien Eater. I'm really, really looking forward to that 1000th episode of Impact. It's going to be a good one. It really will be entertaining. Lots of surprises. Let's go. Plus, they have Victory Road next Friday because they can't get enough of doing pay-per-views. Yowie wowie, Bradley. Welcome back. If we get Jericho versus Sammy at All Out, just save it, TK. Whew. Listen, I saw a lot of people talking about how great Osprey and Jericho was. Did it suck? No. Was it awful? No. Was it great? Let's be real, guys. We know what Will Ospreay can do in the ring. Did Jericho and Ospreay get through that match and do pretty good doing it? Yes. But was it a vintage Will Ospreay match? No. Even right now, Jericho doing a babyface promo and nobody's responding. He stopped there. If you notice, he pauses, waiting for the crowd to applaud. Nothing. So he just kept going. And I'm not picking on him. That's facts. That's what just happened. That's what I'm witnessing. And he's bringing out Sammy. Again, poor Sammy needs to get out from under this, man. I feel like it's been like 4 years of poor Sammy buried under this guy. What's up, Resident Evil? How you doing? That Jerry King Lawler, still alive. Yeah, it was awesome to see Jerry the King Lawler live, see people taking pictures with him. One of the best, one of the greatest, and it's so happy to see him still kicking. He's had a hard 2023. How can you go all out if they're going all in 2 weeks before? Listen, man, I don't know how we got here. I don't know what they're doing, Rocco. I just think if once you booked Wembley, good on you. All you had to do was push All Out back, right? Especially you got a WWE pay-per-view on Saturday. And again, people might say, oh, that doesn't matter. But if you're a wrestling fan, you watch both shows, but you like one more than the other. If you feel like one's going to be more exciting, and if there's a percentage of fans that kind of choose that Saturday show because all they have is enough money for one show, you know what I mean? Come on. So them pushing it back probably would have been best. Again, I don't know how easy that would have been, but they have a great relationship in Chicago. Hey, what do you got for 5 weeks later? And then you have enough time between the end of this year and the beginning of next year to build to the next pay-per-view, a shorter build, but then you can correct. And like I said, I hope Tony does something next year. It's been tough, man. You had Forbidden Door 2, All Out, all in like a nice cluster. And I just feel like Tony lost it in a lot of regards. A decent match between Jericho and Ospreay. Decent. I'll give you that. Decent. But everyone telling me how amazing it was upsets me. It makes my brain hurt. I heard Dave LaGreca say to Mark Henry, is Jericho ever going to lose a step? Jesus Christ. Are you fucking kidding me? No, he moves exactly the way he did in 1998. The fuck out of here. Handshake between Sammy and Jericho. Where's the Leatherface champ? Wait, dude, I thought that was Karen on his belt. Damn. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. Fans are taking this time with Jericho cutting a promo to check their Facebook. It sounds like that. And if I'm wrong, if you guys have a better volume than I do right now, nobody seems to give a flying squirrel fudge. The WWE show is free. And that's also a good point. So why do you think Osprey faces, or who do you think Osprey faces at Bound for Glory? Man, I don't even know, dude. I mean, if I can get Osprey and Josh Alexander, I'm going to be pretty content. All right, so Jericho and Sammy having a debate on, and the crowd is dead, dead. Like if you need to go get a snack or a drink or take a piss, now is the time to do it. Yeah, it's going to be Jericho. Yep. And again, another young high flyer. Do you guys understand my complaint? Commander, Will Ospreay. Who else did he fight? Sammy Guevara. Like these are high flying, fast paced wrestlers. Jericho's not there right now. And if he plays heel, where he just keeps the young guy down, that's great. But when Jericho's running around at his age and at his ability right now, trying to do the exact same shit they're doing, we see botch after botch after botch. He blows out. He's not in the right spots at the right time. And fuck, I get it. I'm nobody. I'm no fucking ex wrestler, ex trainer, ex expert on any of this. I'm just talking what I see. And what I see is a guy struggling to keep up. And if he just played to his strength, he would be better. The frustration is he tries to play like he's still 22, 23 years old, and he's not. Oh, so this is still going. Sammy's saying, if I wasn't so busy watching your back, maybe I could have been on the show. This is long and boring. Osprey versus Speedball would be great. Absolutely. Raw ratings 1.67. Not bad for a Raw. Not bad, not bad. I mean, I would like to. I want to see Raw consistently at 2 million. It's just been a while. I expect them to do better. They should do better. They need to give us a better show. Well, if you don't listen to me, maybe you won't. Jesus. So, who do you think? I got that one. Not sure. Osprey Speedball would be wonderful. If they add this, then there's 7 matches. But what will main event? Rocco, the main event is in jeopardy. The main event will be in question, and they're definitely going to be adding this in this very arena. Why is Jared? What? He's giving them shit. This is still going, guys. Sammy says you lost your title outside a steakhouse, which is true. Damn true. Now they're nose to nose. Looks like dad's mad at his kid. Like, come on, dad, give me the keys. Told you can't have the car. It's ridiculous. Sammy turns against Jericho. That's what's happening slowly. Slowly. Thumbs up. Ovion, good to see ya. Chris Jericho is so-called Rock of Gibraltar is now the pebble of the Flintstones. I don't even know. He's like the princess and the pea, man. I don't know what to tell you, big dog. Now, now Jericho's saying, let's not fight. Let's get the sex gods together. And everybody is just quiet. They want to be AEW tag team champions, is what Jericho's pitching. Whatever happened to Wardlow? That's a wonderful question. He's hanging out with Veer Mahan. We have no idea where this guy is. Wardlow, I don't get it. All I know is someone Google and let me know when Wardlow's contract expired. All right, so they're booing a little bit. And yeah, so Sammy and Jericho bicker with each other for 10 minutes and then decide to be a tag team. No, there's something here. There's going to be a turn here. They're taking forever to get out of the ring. No. What the fuck did you just make me watch? Somebody. I'm going to the chat. Somebody. Friendship wins. What the fuck? What are we watching? Yeah, and I wonder why we don't care about Wardlow. So John Moxley cutting a promo on the match tonight as Orange Cassidy will take on Penta. Winner will fight Moxley. So it's a weird way to do. Oh boy. Oh boy. That was a long ass segment. They went into the segment as friends. So they did a segment so they could bicker about not getting along to stay friends. We literally had to sit through all that. We had to sit through all of that rhetoric and all of that quiet. It was like a fucking library in that building. So they could just be friends, which they're going to break up anyway. We know that that's where this is heading. And once again, Jericho thinks he's fucking wonderful, and he's awful. He continues to be awful. And anybody wants to fight me on that, I'm all ears all day long. Prove me wrong. Chris Jericho was one of the worst things in all of fucking wrestling in 2023. And I will not be convinced otherwise. Jericho's character hanging on to Sammy. He hangs on to fucking everything. Everything. But you know what they're going to do? They're going to be a team for maybe a week. Maybe two. Probably a week in this company. And then they're going to fucking fight each other. That's it. One of them's going to turn on the other. And here we go. We get a match. You know what? They should have bitched and yelled at each other for a few minutes tonight. Turned it into a fist fight and fought on Sunday. Why are we wasting time? Because Jericho hasn't figured out what hot star he's going to latch onto next. Jericho needs to take a fucking break. But here comes Eddie Kingston taking on Wheeler Yuta. The New Japan Strong Openweight Championship being defended on Dynamite as we build towards an AEW pay-per-view, but nice match to throw in there. Nowhere near interest for a tag team run. No, nobody is. Nobody. Not his heels, not his baby faces, as nothing. Nothing. Not a thing. Nothing. I don't know how clear I can be on this. Jericho should take a fucking break. And there is a time and place for a Jericho. Time and place for you bring in the veteran with clout, with name value, future Hall of Famer, and you utilize him properly. But him going in the ring with the younger talent, proving over and over and over again that he's not at that level anymore, which is fine. But just be the guy that ground and pounds the young guys, that slows the match down, that soaks in the heat. Right now, he's stuck between being maybe a tweener. He's not a bad guy. He's not a good guy. He's nobody gives a fuck guy. Even the live audience didn't give a fuck. Why is Claudio still the Ring of Honor champ? He doesn't do anything with it. All your Ring of Honor belts are pretty much, other than what? Athena and the Pure. I mean, a lot of the belts are up on the main roster. I think Tony believes that if you see the AEW talent with Ring of Honor belts, you will then go to watch Ring of Honor. Instead, you're just confused while you're watching Dynamite why all the other companies' belts are on your show. I started well, folks. I'm going downhill. Getting pissed off. Did Moxley diss LA Knight? Nah, not just LA Knight specifically. I think that was a pretty general shot, Richard. Unless you have something more specific, I think he was just shooting over the bow because it's not just LA Knight with catchphrases, catchphrases and hashtags. I don't think that at all. Oh, so you have two current best friend storylines. Yes, you have. No. That's a lie, Mark. There's multiple, right? We still have all the shit. Well, we did have all the shit between the Bucks and trying to figure shit out with Kenny and Gal. Like it's all about friendships in AEW. And I know that writes itself. I know that's a Jim Cornette joke, but it is. Like we just saw it. Like you're not my friend. I thought you were my friend. You're supposed to be my friend. Wait, aren't we their friends? No, we can't be their friends. Oh, he likes you more than he likes me. It's a lot of that. I want to see some, you know what? I'm a really good fucking wrestler, and I think you're shit. I'm gonna beat you up. Let's go. That's it. Simple shit. All this, you don't love me, I don't love you, we should love each other. It's monotonous, it's repetitive, it's redundant, it's tiredness. I know I was redundant by saying two, but it's just been there, done that. Everybody's doing it. We literally had a 10, 12-minute segment to end where we started. Help me, why? Why did we do that? If you guys were why not just do a backstage with Renee Paquette and say, you know what? Me and Sammy been talking. We got our shit together. We're going after the tag titles. We start next week. Perfect. See you there. Do I like it? No. Do I feel bad for Sammy? Yes. Is it short, sweet, to the point, and I'll give you a shot? Absolutely. That's my take on that. I honestly think it's a problem, right? Like, what are you doing? Why would you waste our time? You started where you finished. Ugh. Anyway. But right now, Yuta in control of Eddie. By the way, get your predictions in. I'll scroll down and find some predictions. Tony Khan's booking. It's ass backwards. It's fucking ass backwards. Clicks. As in clicks? Oh. High school equals high school drama. Well, there's plenty of clicks in current wrestling, that's for sure. Wheeler Yuta for the win, says Michael. Nah, I'm going Eddie all the way. Friendships equal clicks. Yeah, take it. Eddie for the win. It was in June. Tony Khan plug. What did Tony say? I thug Jericho versus Sammy at All Out to almost KJ. Did you thought? Yeah, that's what I thought they were leaning towards, which based on the segment we got with them bickering, well, you didn't do this and you didn't do that. And I thought, all right, fine, we'll fight on Sunday. Ding, ding, let's go. Instead, it was, let's be a tag team. I don't want to give up on you yet. What the fuck? What the fuck? And I think for me, and maybe I'm just old man fucking screaming at clouds, but if you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, how often do you have a conversation with one of your friends of, you know, dude, you're hanging out with so-and-so more than you're hanging out with me. I thought we were friends. We all can't be friends. That was good. I thought we were going to go here together, but you went there. Not often. Not often. Right? Hey, bro, where you been? I've been busy. All right, bro, what are we doing? Give me a beer. Simple shit. Simple shit. But all these fucking men in their 30s, their fathers, sounding like their children. Help me understand. Ground and pound, I agree. Pause. It's a go-to. I'm conflicted on AEW wrestlers defending titles they have outside the company. Ring of Honor titles are different since Tony owns the brand. Yes and no, but it takes away from the company. What you should be doing is highlighting Ring of Honor right now. Like you keep giving the Ring of Honor belts to non-Ring of Honor talent, and they mean nothing. They are irrelevant. I'm an Honor Club member, guys, so I don't want to, I don't want to take any grief. I pay every month to get Ring of Honor content, and it struggles. It's not good. It's become AEW dark, and all their champions aren't around. All their champions are on Dynamite, Collision. They're being defended on pay-per-views. Their last Ring of Honor pay-per-view sucked. No build, no interest. It's unfortunate. Make Friday, right? Ring of Honor Rampage. 1 hour every week with people that are only on Ring of Honor. So you treat it like NXT. If Claudio's the Ring of Honor champion, we don't see him all the time on Dynamite, right? You spot it in, and a good example, and I hate to say this, by the way, Eddie gets his knees up on the splash. But if you're going to do it, you do kind of what WWE's doing. You drop people down for stints, for little windows of time, and you build up Ring of Honor, and you get people excited about Ring of Honor. You make Ring of Honor a destination, but they haven't done that. They haven't done that. Dun, dun, dun. What do you think about Jimmy Uso going to say this Friday night? What do you think he's going to say? I anticipated there was going to be a match. Wow, Yuta going for the pin. 2 count, 2 count, 2 count. Late 2 count. I thought they were going to set up Jimmy versus Jay at Payback. Now, we did think, oh no, this Friday might be too late to do that. However, last Friday, I think it was supposed to happen, or at least start happening. So I don't know. He's going to talk about the fact that his brother kicked him in the face. He's going to talk about being mad at Roman Reigns. He's going to talk about how he's feeling in all this. It's very interesting. I'm very excited. Friday night's going to be a big one here on the channel. It's going to be a big one for SmackDown. John Cena returns. Of course, like you said, Jimmy's going to be there. Will Jay show up? Will Roman be around? As Yuta is just throwing elbows at Eddie. Eddie pops right back up. He's no selling all the way. Oh. Ooh. As he nails the half and a half. Wheeler Yuta for the win. Got all those ones. Yes, so backward. Yes, I agree, right? Default, welcome to the channel. Eddie for the win, says Alexis. Kingston for the win, says Bonkers. I almost called you Boxers. And Eddie with the win. I love you. You love me. Let's get together and tank the ratings. It's a beautiful twist. Beautiful twist. But I can't complain. Eddie Kingston picks up a win. Again, not a bad match. Not a bad match. Might not move the needle a whole lot, but fun to watch. And right now he's talking. He's talking to the BCC. He's calling out, are we going to get title versus title? Kingston, Claudio, title versus title at All Out. Give me that. Kingston wins. Eddie, do you think Mox will win the international title at All Out? I am fearful that if anybody can end Orange Cassidy's run, it is Jon Moxley. Default, I really, really fear that. I do. It's possible. I don't want to see it. But if anybody can do it, anybody, the only people that have a chance to win that belt is somebody that Tony really loves. And he really, really loves Orange Cassidy. But he also really, really, really loves Jon Moxley. So I don't know. I'm still going to say no because nothing beats Orange Cassidy. But who knows? Right now, we're going to replay, speaking of friends, of MJF and Adam Cole. And I will say this, guys. I still didn't love how we went off the air. I really enjoyed All Out. Did not like how the main event came to fruition. I didn't. This friend stuff of hugging seems like playground antics. Ding. I remember sitting down with Joe because he was hanging out with John too much. Like it was really upsetting. I had to bring my boys together, and I feel left out. We might have to fight. Now we got Adam Cole and MJF after the match, after All In the locker room. And now they're just giving each other some love, more friendship. You're my buddy. I love you. Sammy wants a Lambo. Jericho says Volvo. I like it. Eddie retains. Eddie for the win. Yes, he did. All elementary school wrestling. Not bad, Tony. Cheap Pop in the house. Tony Khan's end game is everybody in AEW become best buddies and everybody gets a belt. Pretty much, Cheap Pop. The By the way, the leader, the creator, the mastermind, the geniuses behind the fantasy faction. By the way, your boys, the Wrestling for Life Network, are putting a little bit of a hurting on the fantasy faction right now. So fingers crossed with a week to go. But thanks to Orange Cassidy, we are kicking ass. But go check out Cheap Pop, guys. Go give our friends some love. But yeah, it feels that way. But to counter that a little bit, Cheap Pop, Tony says he does believe that a little bit of infighting is okay for business. Chaos is not good for business. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but everybody got a belt. Everybody, even Jeff Jarrett has a belt. Yeah, they put Karen on it. I mean, Leatherface on the belt, but regardless, I think AEW doesn't have writers and the talents make their own storylines. That's why they lack real direction. That's not only a thought, that's all been but confirmed, my guy. Like, they talk about it, the wrestlers, and that's why you see Jericho get booked the way he does. Preferential treatment and writing his own stories. He thinks he's a fucking genius. What he doesn't have anymore is Vince McMahon going, nope, nope, nope. And that's the problem, because now he's just doing fucking everything. And at the end of the day, I think that's where they get in trouble. That's why I think the booking for All In could have been better, because Tony, being a boss, could have said, this is best for business. This is best for business. This is best for business. And instead he said, what do you want? What do you want? I joked before All In. It feels like school again. We're going back to elementary school, where if you've ever gotten in trouble and you're sitting in that row of kids waiting to talk to the principal, like, up next, KJ, get in here again. Like, that's what it's like. And then you go sit down with Tony and you tell him, oh, well, I'd really like to fight Will Ospreay at All In. And that's how it goes. I think the other downfall of that system, Smile Mark, is the cohesion in the show. Do you guys ever feel like Dynamite can be a little choppy? There's not a flow to the show. That's why, because they're booking in chunks. And what I'm doing and what I book on segment 2 has nothing, like, in no way, shape, or form connects to what you're doing in segment 4, but the feel and the vibe isn't even the same. Like, it's crazy. Coin flip it, KJ, between OC and Mox. I would say Mox is the scariest guy. Like, I just joked. I clicked on Cheap Pop, and Orange Cassidy has been the secret to our success. We've done really well in fantasy wrestling because Orange Cassidy is our captain. You get double points if you have a champion, and he wrestles more than anybody. He defends belts more than anybody. So it's been good, but Moxley makes me nervous. I said it to Cheap Pop today. We're doing well, but man, Moxley could take him out. I'll just let that hang there, JV. Pow! Anybody else never able to watch a pick and pick? I'm always watching the commercial box. Yeah, you end up watching the commercial more than the action. But it's cute. Trying to keep you from going anywhere. But here's Renee Paquette, and you know what's going to happen? Sammy's going to get interrupted by the other jerk-offs. And everybody's going to be like, what'd you do? Oh, no, it's Callis. Damn, I was close. Callis trying to turn Sammy Guevara. But Jericho should be the heel. Jericho should have turned. Guys, if you tuned in a couple weeks ago, Nick and I were screaming at each other. We were pissed. We could not get on the same page. And he was right. That was the best part of the argument. He was right about what should have happened, and I was right about what was going to happen. But when Jericho hugged Callis, the place went nuclear. Everyone, boo, this is shit. Jericho was like, Fozzie's going to play it all in. Draw me a picture about me so I can be mad about it. And it didn't help. More fans cheered for Ospreay than Jericho. Read the room, Jericho. You're this genius. You're this Hall of Famer. You're this vet. Read the room. But maybe Callis can turn Sammy, and I don't get it. Woo! Ring of Honor Tag Team Title Battle Royal on Friday on Rampage. And then begins next week the Grand Slam World Title Eliminator Tournament. It's a mouthful. There you go. So we're going to have a tournament all the way up to Grand Slam, the Eliminator tournament. Interesting. Let Roddy Strong win it. When do you think Jey Uso coming back? And what do you think Jimmy Uso will say on Friday? Bradley, great question. And like I said, I'm not sure. The usual stuff. I don't know if what happened with Bray Wyatt is going to change their plans, but I assume at some point there will be a Jimmy versus Jey showdown. Here's Adam Cole. Do you think Mox will win the international title at All Out default? I'm worried. I think it could happen. Miz versus LA Knight has been a good program. Yes, absolutely. That's why they said, forget the draft, forget anything else. We're going to test LA Knight, and let's see if he's the guy we think he is. We'll see if he's the guy the fans think he is. We'll put him in with Miz. Miz is an absolute pure heel. Miz is great at what he does. And sure enough, here we go. Fans are cheering for LA Knight, booing for the Miz. LA Knight gets one of the biggest pops in all of wrestling right now. Keep riding it. This is good. LA Knight wins at Payback and moves on, continues to climb. Maybe he goes after the U.S. title. I don't know what we're going to do as far as him going towards a world title. But are you ready for story time with Adam Cole? We'll find out. 2-0, 2-0, 1-0, 2-0. I think Solo is going to turn on Roman one day. Maybe. Think that's a ways away. I mean, I think he might turn on Roman as... Yeah, I could see it. Yeah, hard to argue with that, actually. At some point, whether it's part of a bigger plot or not, but I think, yeah. At least give up on protecting him and standing by him. Me waiting and praying. Please, Trent, turn. Tony, I'm with you, my guy. I've been dying for Trent to turn. Ever since he shaved his head, I was like, he doesn't fit, right? Like, he looks different than the rest of the crew. He looks jacked and, like, ready to fuck some people up. Just turn Trent to a bad guy and let him take that belt. Whew. Ovion, as a person who was in the stadium, said Jericho is always on the wrong side of history. I'm with you. I agree. Hello, Louis. What's up, Steve G? What's up, Unbroken? What's up, Bash 8? What's up, everybody out there? Right now, I got Adam Cole in the ring cutting a promo, talking about being sad. He's going to be ready to go in Chicago at All Out. What does that mean? Adam, we got Roddy. Stella. Here comes Roddy with the Kingdom. So it's going to be the Kingdom versus Cole and MJF at All Out. Am I crazy? He's a wizard. Teleport, dude. Yeah, teleport the fuck out of here. You care more about Max's neck than my neck? Come on, man. More friendship talk. I mean, literally, when people labeled this all friends wrestling, I laughed at it. But now they're proving the fucking theory right. Segment after segment after segment. AEW. We need Adam Cole to AEW champion. Jordan Smith, welcome back. I wouldn't be upset if Adam Cole was the champion, but right now, your biggest guy in as far as that goes, you need MJF carrying that belt. There's nobody more interesting than MJF. What up, KJ? What's going on, Jake? How you doing? Todd, I really love your show. I can't handle subpar performance, though. Man, listen, we say it. The wrestling might suck. We never do, Todd. It's a struggle some weeks. Battle Royal to face the Ring of Honor champion. Oh, it's for the Ring of Honor champion are All Out. Do you think the Orange Cassidy will get the ratings to go up? He's in the main event of Dynamite. I have a feeling that it will be a reason for people to tune out. We'll see, but I would bet money on them leaving than staying. Vance, welcome back. By the way, if I haven't said it to you, I see a bunch of people. If I've missed you, Mega's in the house. I'll say AEW is a bit more entertaining than WWE. Define entertaining. I think they both struggle in different ways. They're both entertaining. I think Fridays are more exciting and more entertaining than Wednesdays. I think Wednesday tends to be more chaotic and slightly more entertaining or interesting in some way, shape, or form, in an odd way, maybe, than Mondays. Mondays tends to just be a fucking, a couple good segments on a really long show. NXT's been fun as shit. Impact's hit and miss, but pretty good. It's funny. Yeah, but I think a blanket statement like that at this point, Mega, it's too simple. It's too simple. Right? They take turns. All friends wrestling and hugging. It's Salty Roddy. Pause the fuck on that. Why are they making Rod? So now we're getting a long-winded friendship promo again. So 2 segments ago, we had Jericho and Sammy do this. Now the Kingdom and Roddy are giving Cole shit. You turned your back on us. You're supposed to love us. You're a liar. You don't love us anymore. You've changed, man. You latched on to a corny Melvin. Though Mox is a great opponent for OC, I think Mox beating him doesn't help either guy. A new talented guy should be the one to beat OC, someone like Keith Lee. Interesting, Richard. And I wonder if, does Mox want to walk around with that belt? That kind of thing, right? Very interesting. I don't know. But I like that matchup for that reason. I don't know who's going to win it. Who's that guy in the purple? That is Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. Bingo. Another promo, a long-winded one about the same shit the last one was about. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Let me know. Guys, if you think I'm crazy, I'm all ears. Yeah, Keith is not a newer guy. I agree with that, but I get the sentiment. OC's belt belongs to guys like Ethan Page and Swerve. I wouldn't mind if an Ethan Page came along and did it. I think Ethan Page is highly underutilized. So Roddy is entering the Grand Slam tournament. And he's going to beat, I said, make Roddy the winner. Let Roddy win the tournament. Roddy, Mike, and Matt, MRM. Good promo, not bad. If we didn't already see it. Matt Taven looks like he is. Gravity should beat OC. He's all over. No. Stop that, Louis. Stop that. Can we see some wrestling? Yeah, fuck. Todd, God help me. Right? And I'm told that the WWE is the non-wrestling show. Not tonight. And long. This is long. I know my buddy Real Wyatt. You said good promo. It's getting long. Ronnie, welcome back. Not Gravity. Nobody likes Gravity. And they walk off. So another 15-minute segment to find out that Roddy Strong is going to try and win the tournament so that he could fight MJF. TK ain't ever beating the no vacay for Mox allegations. Yeah, no shit. No, don't put that on us at all. So Adam Cole just left in the ring, sad, miserable, bummed out, looking around. Wambulance. Yeah, that's what we need for the whole fucking show, Tony Schiavone, is a wambulance for everybody. Again, listen to the crowd, guys. If you think I'm being hypercritical, if I'm being unfair, unjust, listen to your TV. Turn it up and listen to the crowd. Now we got a guy with a mask talking to me. I don't know what's happening. Ethan Page stopped taking indie bookings to focus more on AEW and draw more for AEW. I could see him winning a title soon. Mark, I hope so. I think he's highly talented. So Friday's Battle Royal will be for a shot at MJF and Adam Cole's. God, this is all over the place. Adam Cole's titles, tag titles, Ring of Honor tag titles. So there you go. There you go. Why isn't it just Taven and Bennett are challenging them? If you wanted to build that storyline, wouldn't Taven and Bennett going after MJF and Cole make sense? Wouldn't that prove a point somehow? And here's Penta. You know what would get nuclear heat? If QT beats OC. Yeah, let it happen. Do it. Do it. No. I'd rather have OC with that belt. Penta says, imagine Penta wins tonight and confuses everybody. But they've already advertised Moxley and Orange Cassidy, so oopsie. Fire Punk, Ronnie. Do it. Got to fire somebody. Got to put your foot down on something sometime, somewhere. You can't just keep going on like this. It's taking away from the interest in your wrestling, even from your hardcore fans. We're all sick of it. We're all sick of it. But then Hobbs, where we go? Let me go back to Louis. What did Louis say? Boston, welcome back. Just started watching now from DVR. Did they really call the main event of All In historic? The match was fine. They did. They did. And again, it is what it is. You get to paint your own picture, right? I feel like a lot of things with AEW at times, I congratulate them for what they accomplished, but I feel like a lot of the things they claim come with an asterisk. Like there's always like a caveat, like, oh, we're number one on TV in the key demo. Oh, but you didn't beat them in ratings. You just beat them in the key demo for a few weeks. Okay. Okay. I understand. Oh, biggest show ever based on sold ticket. Like there's always like these added caveats of like, not just clear cut biggest ever, but based like, but if you take this into account. But right now I got DMD. I got Sheeta. Here comes Britt Baker. And I have Statlander. Okay, interesting. All elementary wrestling. Hard to argue, Tony. I mean, honestly, that's the problem. That's the problem. It makes sense, so it won't work. Yeah, no touche. The Hobbs, Colin pummeled QT. Let Hobbs be the title holder. Let Hobbs come in and just ragdoll like an absolute squash match. Treat it like Goldberg, Brock Kofi. Like just instantaneous murder. Just over with. And then everyone's like, oh shit. And they can all be mad at Hobbs. And Hobbs can just walk around with that belt, kick the shit out of people, and look like a badass because he looks like a badass. I wish the Battle Royal was for FTR's belt. You think it might be, but nah. We're going to do stuff. Why is the Battle Royal for the Ring of Honor titles not on your Thursday show? Is that asking too much? If we're going to have a number one contenders Battle Royal for the Ring of Honor Championship, can we do that Battle Royal on Ring of Honor? Oh my God. Oh my God. We got a 6-lady tag team match coming up. And this is the jobbiest of job teams. As we got Nyla Rose, who my close captioning just called her Nylon Rose, which is hilarious. We got Freddie Mercury and Mina Shafir, speaking of Roddy Strong. Very interesting trio. As our buddy Excalibur points out, interesting indeed. It's a nice way to put it. Sakura starts off with wasting no time trying to get the We Will Rock You going, but I think she's a heel. The New Day rocks. Oh, huge Hurricane Rana by Shida. Lots of screaming. Pause. It's loud. It sounds like a tennis match in here. I think you rag on AEW a lot. I do. It's true. You make good points, but sometimes I like AEW. This company is barely 5 years old. I'm tired of that excuse. Stop giving me, it's 5 years old. You're the one rocking around making the claims that you're making. And I do rag on them because they're doing a lot of fucked up shit lately. If you want to go back to the archive, Gilly, and when we were doing our power rankings, so we used to rate all the shows for the week every Sunday. It was AEW Dynamite, AEW Dynamite, AEW Dynamite for weeks. We praised it, and shit all over Raw because Raw was bagging. But I feel the last little bit here, over the last couple months, AEW is leaving a lot to be desired, and the stuff that's happening backstage is more interesting than the stuff that's happening in the ring. If they correct the course, I'll change my opinion. But I don't give a fuck about them being 5 years old anymore. Excuse my language. But yeah, no. I mean, again, if you're gonna walk around and say, we're not secondary and we're gonna do this, wow, we just huge, a little bit of a botch on the hip toss. I just want them to pick their socks up, Gilly. That's all. It's all. Just get better. Be better. You got all the parts. You got all the talent. You have a ton of talent. You're just underutilizing your talent. You're booking poorly. Penta's English is getting good. So is Sheeta's, for that matter. Granted. And I like that they still do the Penta says thing, even though we understood what Penta said. If Jack Perry gets fired, do you think WWE might pick him up? I don't know. Does he have the attitude to fall in line with something like a performance center? Will he listen? Will he want to? Will he just take indie bookings? I don't know. But he might not work for the WWE. I mean, he's small. It's not really... I mean, maybe. I don't think Jack Perry's that good. Alex Abrahantes looks like he belongs in a remake of Reanimation. Fair enough. I like Alex a lot. I think he's underutilized. If you want to call the crowd historic, okay, I'm with you. But the match, no. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Boston. I liked the match. Didn't love the ending, but it was a great match. Great event. And I think that's almost been the crutch of all this whole situation is it doesn't matter what happened. They're just like 80,000 people were there. We're like, yeah, but were any of the matches really, really good? No, 80,000 people were there. That means the show was good. And you're like, that's not the same thing. Congrats on 80,000 people. That's outstanding. Not one of those matches we got it all in. And again, Gilly, who feels like I might be a little too harsh, if anybody in the chat right now, we got 70 people hanging around with me, give me one of the matches from All In that you would deem as a match of the year candidate. That's what I want. Because I think if it's the best pay-per-view of the year, it would have at least produced one potential match of the year. It was the biggest event of the year. It was outstanding. I really did like it. But the matches and the booking didn't really deliver. It's just the way it is. Chris Statlander is in the house. I got picture in picture, folks. I will take a moment to remind everybody tuning in. Click like, click subscribe. We got a whole family hanging out here every single night for all the wrestling. We're back tomorrow. Luna Havoc joins me for Impact. Big shout out to my buddy Nick, who's taking a rest. Friday, we're back for the doubleheader, SmackDown, Rampage. Then we got Collision, and we got Payback on Saturday. Sunday, we come back for All Out, and then we go through a whole nother week. We got Victory Road on the Friday. We got more on the 8th, 9th, 10th. It does not stop. We truly cover more live wrestling than anybody else, and we are the Wrestling Utopia for fans, by fans. And we thank every single one of you for being here tonight and listening to me rant and rave and ramble. And I assure you, folks, not all bad. There's good in AEW, too. I know lately they've been taking a beating, but I think a lot of people are starting to see it. I really do. And I told you, I know other YouTubers that are very biased about AEW. And a lot of nights, no matter what AEW does, they go on live and they say, This is great. This is awesome. AEW's killing it. And I've heard some of those YouTubers come on and go, what the fuck are they doing? Somebody help me. It's fans. We're fans. That's why we get so passionate, so opinionated. KJ, could there be a trios women title? No. God, no. You have to develop your AEW women's division. You need consistency in the AEW women's division, and you don't have enough depth for another title, a tag team title, a trios title. Don't. There's too many belts. You're having all these number one contender matches and all these storylines with belts that don't even matter to your company. You need to focus. Focus, Tony. Focus. Focus a little bit on what we're trying to accomplish. There's too much static. When there's too much static, you can't concentrate on what you're trying to tell us. Speak the truth, brother. Thank you, Plug. I try. I can't argue with KJ. You make an accurate, good points. And again, it's not about being right or wrong. Everyone's valid. I know some people look past some of the things that I bitch about. And I look past some of the things that other people bitch about. And I get that. We all have that right. And that's why I love doing this channel with everybody and listening to what you guys. Sometimes you guys or Big Nick or Luna will change my mind on something. But at the end of the day, as a fan, I'm watching shit right now on my TV that I don't exactly love. Now, if this was due to travel issues and booking issues and a whole bunch of other reasons, fine. We're getting some hodgepodge matches. I can forgive that. But like I said, when you tell me you're going to give me the biggest show ever, the best show ever, and again, if everybody wants to play the comparable game, the comparables aren't fair. When Vince McMahon told the world, I'm going to do this show called WrestleMania, he went out and got big names, right? You think of all the names, celebrities, wrestlers. It wasn't mid-card wrestlers doing mid-card shit. It was your superstars doing superstar shit. And that's what All In should have been. The best of your best in your best positions possible. That's all. That's not me being a shitty fan or a negative fan. That's me just saying, do better. Be better. We're cheering you on. We're paying money. Cost me $100 in 7 days to watch your company. And Statlander wins with a tombstone. I like Statlander. I want her to do more. I want more Statlander. She's a badass. Like, could you imagine a properly done rivalry between Statlander and Rhea Ripley? Let me know if I'm crazy about that one. Non-Nyla team for the win. Yeah, no kidding. I didn't even get to your predictions because I'm talking so goddamn much. Oh, Ruby Soho knocks out Statlander and runs away with the title. I'm okay with that. Well played. Give me a little bit of buzz about this match. I think Ruby and Stat could give us something good. The real Bray Wyatt has a question. I'll get to that question 1 second. There you go. So Statlander's down. Britt's attending to her. But there you go. Ruby will be taking on Statlander at All Out, by the way. And I will remind everyone, by the way, our predictions for both All Out and Payback are coming out. I think you'll get our rapid fire predictions for Payback first. So make sure you go try and find that when it hits the page or click that little bell. I'll tell you. I got a question. Do you have the sound completely off or just turned down? Because the crowd and commentary can add a lot. I can hear it. I can hear everything. That's why I said earlier, Wyatt, like when they were doing the Jericho segment and I went like this, I couldn't hear anything. Now I will default to the crowd that isn't talking into a microphone. Maybe you hear it a little clearer than I do. But at the end of the day, like they were quiet. Like when they're popping, I can hear the pops. Like there's no doubt about it. Right now, we're getting a package on Shane Taylor. That's exciting. Oh, they're just hyping him for the Ring of Honor tournament? Or what? He wants the Ring of Honor belt? What is happening here? Oh, Samoa Joe versus Shane Taylor. What great match. But where the fuck did that come from? Ring of Honor World TV Championship at All Out. Samoa Joe, Shane Taylor. Woo! That is two beefy boys that are going to slap meat hard. None of the above. I'll take it. I agree, KJ. Perry has been here for 5 years and hasn't got any better. He should be breaking out as a singles guy. You want to see improvement. You want to see his promos get better. You want to see his in-ring get better. You want to see different things. You want to see changes. You want to see growth. You want to see evolution. That's what I want out of the Bucks. Stop doing the same shit. Oh, wait. So right now we're getting like a backstage pep talk between Callis and Takeshita, where he's breaking down the injuries of Kenny Omega. So we're just publicly coaching him. So he's showing x-rays of Kenny Omega and letting them all know what Takeshita needs to focus on. Interesting. Their necks must be getting sore, but very interesting. Britt, Statlander, Sheeta for the win. Correct. Put Jack on 205. He's Dookie. There you go. Good point. Yeah, true. Destination unknown. Ruby, Soho. Takeshita. All right. Miro versus Hobbs. I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, you're right, Wyatt. 2 matches. I'm thrilled to see Shane Taylor get a pay-per-view spot. That's outstanding. Shocking, but that is awesome. Like Shane Taylor, there's a guy being underutilized. There's a guy that could bring a lot to the table. You talk about a guy who could make Swerve, Lee, and a couple other guys relevant as a leader of a faction. Just run that up the flagpole, right? Give us Shane Taylor back in charge. Woo! So we are not getting Punk at All Out. As it stands right now, my guy, no. And right now, I love the idea that we're going to get Joe and Taylor. We get Statlander, Ruby. We get, what else are we getting on this one? We're going to get an 8-man tag. You see where I'm going here? Like, does it feel like All Out? Like, as far as the level of matches we're getting? If there's no Punk, especially? Ooh, interesting, folks. Interesting. I can't wait for Ring of Honor All Out, nor can I. I'm looking forward to it. I like All Out a lot generally, but this one's interesting. I'm not too familiar with Shane Taylor, I'll be honest. Listen, Shane Taylor is a Ring of Honor vet, an independent vet. A great run in Ring of Honor. He's done extremely well. And I think if you had Shane Taylor in the mix, he could bring a lot to the table. A great personality, a great promo, a guy that's came back, was in Ring of Honor now, kind of floating, 50-50 booking, win some, lose some. Matters some night, doesn't matter other nights. I don't know. But a very talented man. Dynamite could use Shane Taylor. Where's Wardlow? Can we get at least a promo package for him? Kenny, welcome back. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Wardlow was hot, white hot, and now he's not. And now he's MIA. I have no idea. Right? No Wardlow, but look at the stuff we got on TV. And you tell me, like you said, a backstage package. What if you cut Jericho's promo in half? What if you cut Adam Cole's promo in half and gave us a couple minutes of Wardlow doing a backstage, or a couple minutes of someone else that we don't see very often backstage? Build up their character, build up their hype, talk about something. Right? Again, not bagging on the company, just noticing the flaws. It's all about opportunity. It's a $50 Dynamite. That's valid. How do you think fans that have tickets in their hands right now for AEW All Out and Punk isn't going to be there? All right, look, Boston knows. Boston's got it. Boston's on the point, right? Like, dude, what are you going to do? What are we going to do? It's going to be crazy. Are the fans just going to sit there and boo the entire night, chant CM Punk the entire night? What? It's going to be a really interesting night. It'll get turned into a fucking Chicago brawl where, like, the pro-Punk fans against the anti-Punk fans. Sorry, I got Max Caster. No, we never froze. We're not Mitch McConnell. Whew. Y'all look pissed like Trump in his mugshot. There you go. Not bad, not bad, not bad. As your new trios champions are here. I was saying Boo Earns, Boo Wunk, Boo Wunk. No Wardlow, no Abandon. Abandon is abandoned. She's MIA. And listen, I'm a fan of hers. I think, again, another wrestler that brings a unique element. They just don't know what to do with her. They might bring her back at Halloween for a match. Remember they did that? They gave her, I think that's the last time I saw her on like Dynamite or Rampage, was they gave her like a Halloween match against Britt. If Punk's not at All Out, a lot of people will be demanding refunds. I wonder how true that is. I'm really curious. You could be right, Big Dog. I'm not refuting that at all. I'm wondering if that would be the case. Would there be, and will it should, I imagine, affect your buys, your pay-per-view buys. Billy says you can turn that music off now. I know we're short on time. Hashtag AEW Women's Division deserves better. The ass is back, if anybody was wondering. The ass is back. He retired 3 weeks ago, and we've talked him into staying. Nice shirt, by the way. I think they're chanting, "Thank you, Daddy." I appreciate that, but I was only gone one day. Billy's smart, man. I like Billy Gunn. He's a smart ass. Oh, I hate rap. Oh, come on, big dog. I don't hate anything. With Punk issues, do you think someone is pulling the strings and edging these conversations? I do. No. Yes and no, JV. I think sometimes it organically happens. And I don't know if you've ever been involved in a situation where you're around people that have a beef or have a problem, and you kind of just get roped into that saying, yeah, fuck those guys. Or like you kind of just by proxy become a part of the bullshit. And I think that's more likely than them, sitting around going, okay, listen, man, when you go out there tonight, fucking do this. Or, hey, I'm going to do this. And they're like, yeah, do it. I hope it's not that childish. But sometimes organically, when people that you're close to are upset about something, you start garnering that same emotion. You got to get caught up in it. So when you see Punk, you're like, eh. Even if Punk hasn't really fucked with you. They're having a ribbon cutting ceremony. I don't know why. And now we're getting, oh, scissor me, daddy. We're getting another promo set. Do you feel like where's my buddy Todd? Where's my buddy Todd? Are we still not getting any Wrasslin? Sergio, hey. It's me, a Sergio. Is the NFL title of the Jaguars going to be defended? I hope so. Let's do it. Oh, scissor me, daddy. Can't use the little scissors. Daddy brought some big scissors. Pause and pause and pause. Guess who? I don't want to. Is the NFL title of the Jaguars? Got that one. Dog, don't pull it, Jarrett. Sorry, bud. I'm a rocker, not a rapper. That's all right. I'm an everythinger. Pause. Gotta love a little bit of everything. Variety is the spice of life, my friend. There's Todd. Todd. What are we doing, Todd? No matches. Fuck the matches. We did have the 6-man or the 6 ladies match, the 6-woman match, which was fun. Is anybody jumping for joy on this show? I don't want to be too critical. I'm gonna gauge it based on what you guys say, but no, really, honestly, what are they giving us? Other than Tony, this show has been dreadful. In this house, we wear pink. Oh, wow. They got new trios titles, ladies and gentlemen. Coffee cake? Layers. Hey, I think that might be the first Shrek reference. It's been a slow night without Nick. Where's Luigi? There we go. Your new pink trios titles. So if anybody was considering like the Acclaimed might drop them back to the House of Black, or this title run was going to be short-lived, they got custom Scissor Me Daddy trios belts. Yes, you heard me correct. New trios belts. More belts. The back where buttons is scissors. Now that's a cool belt, says Taz. Your mood is still the same. What mood is that, sir? It better be happy. If you showed up here, you better be in a good mood. New belts. Yes, new belts. KJ, they debuted the Barbie. Well played, Gilly. Well played, and I agree. We officially have the Barbie Trios titles. Let's break these scissors in. Okay. Cool design. It is kind of funky. Like, I mean, the scissors on the back, but it's very much Barbie. And now they're scissoring their belts because that's what all good champions do. Hey, it's just a new pink strap. It's a pink strap, but the buttons on the back are scissors. Like, not the buttons themselves, but the strap, where the strap comes together and overlaps, they're scissors. So they can scissor their straps. And I believe the side plates are a little ode to scissor as well. So yeah, Billy Gunn is back from retirement. I said it. The fake retirement meant they were going to be trios champions. So now, that is our third segment in a row. And I feel like, and here's, all right, Gilly, I'm looking at you with this one because I don't want you to think I'm bashing. I'm going to propose something to everybody in the chat right now, 60 plus people. Out of the 3 promo packages, segments that we got over the last 4 segments, did any of those segments accomplish anything? Did it build an angle? Did it lead us somewhere? Really, though. I mean, we got Roddy saying he's going to go after the tournament. Didn't really build much on that. The first one ended where it started. Now we're going to get a tag team, but you guys were already friends, so why didn't you just do it? This one was just, hey, new belts. Anybody? Wait, what? Wait, what? What is this? Aussie Open. Anybody know what that package was? Were they calling for a rematch? I want to know. I want to know. Nick's resting after a hectic fantasy draft. He had to take a nap. Girls just want to have fun, KJ. Girls just want to scissor. No, that's not what I meant. Pause, but maybe. Jay White versus Dax on Saturday. Great. Just what we need. Pepto-Bismol title belts. Who earns? We're going to find out. Trust me, we're going to find out. If I know my guy, he's not going to be happy. So Bullet Club, we're going through the all-out card. 8-man tag, Bullet Club, and FTR taking on the Bullet Club Gold. I think I said Bullet Club twice, but I meant Young Bucks. Luchasaurus versus Darby Allin. Statlander versus Ruby Soho. Did they? Oh, okay. Better Than You, Bay will take on the winners of the Battle Royal Friday. Samoa Joe taking on Shane Taylor. All right now, 60 plus. Thumbs up, thumbs down. All out. The card as it stands right now. OC taking on Moxley, most likely. Could be Penta, but we know it's probably not. Based on what they just showed us, I think that's 8-9 matches. Are you excited? I want to know. Hell no. That really didn't need to be a live segment. That could have been a work backstage. I don't mind if you did one segment and it was a new belt reveal. I'm okay with the belt reveal. It's just because we had so many segments and they all kind of went nowhere. Oh, Charles. And here comes Penta. And again, this might be a point where people tune out just because A, it's Penta Orange Cassidy, but B, we kind of know where it's going. It's not going to be Penta Moxley on Sunday. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, 1 second, folks. I got to just deal with something. Where are you? What else we got? The Acclaim did its job. It woke the crowd up. It was kind of lively for that segment. I will give you that for sure. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, thank you. All right, back to it, folks. Here we go again. Just had to deal with that. As I got Penta coming to the ring, I will take your predictions on what is the main event of the night. Still quite a bit of time on the clock. So this is going to go for a minute. And yeah, I'm in picture right now as we speak. I'm going to try and catch up to this chat. No, we need Big Nick. Okay, Big Nick, we need you. I'm the only one that thinks that Adam Cole and MJF being the tag champs, not in AEW, but basically their developmental brand, Ring of Honor, is beyond stupid and a very minor league. Real why it is stupid. It is dumb. It doesn't make sense. Again, you got a big pay-per-view all out. Are you going to defend the world title? No. Are we defending the real world title? Probably not, for reasons. Are we defending the TNT title? Yes, we got that one. But you know, your champion's going to be in a tag match for the Ring of Honor titles, and like, I don't know. I don't love it. I don't get it. I never thought they would win it. I thought they were using the tag match to build dissension. I was wrong. KJ, they established boredom. They established grabbing the vitamins. Amen. I would, if I wasn't doing this as much, I'd be doing that a lot more. Speaking of that. Pause. There you go. Why couldn't we get Kenny versus Takeshita at All In? I don't know. That's what it should have been. 100%, JV. That would have been a better match than what we received. We already knew you were heading for it. You don't need to use the All In match to build towards your All Out match. Just give it to us at All In. And then if you want, you have some fuckery happen and you do it at All Out for Retribution. Vitamins tickling my throat. Bobby's all about the scissors. What's the likelihood of a belt change tonight? None. I'd say 0. Highly unlikely. Put it that way. MJF needs to defend his title. Yeah, he just did. That's the thing. But again, All Out automatically feels secondary, feels less than, feels unimportant, feels forgotten about. And if you look at the card, again, you got a Ring of Honor TV title being defended at All Out. That's fucked up. And I love Joe. I love Shane. Just don't understand what it's doing on this card. Penta changed mid-March because he had a wood fart and it happens. Okay. I'll take your word for it, Unbroken. Welcome back, by the way. Orange Cassidy for the win. I'm with you. Feel bad for Aussie Open. They'll probably win the Battle Royal, guys, and then they'll win the belts back. You know what I mean? That's where the convoluted booking comes in. They'll win on Friday. They'll win the Battle Royal, and then we'll be back here for the tag match where they win the belts back, and then we get some dissension. I don't fucking know. I think they should have just booked, instead of the winner of this Battle Royal, I think they should have just said, you know what? We're sick of your shit. MJF, Adam Cole, we're going to fight the Kingdom. You're all tied in together. Meanwhile, Roddy's trying to win a tournament so he can fight MJF. I'm all for all of that. That works for me. Penta wins by countout. Nah. But we are getting some wrestling, finally. Well, eventually. As Orange Cassidy rolls into the ring, ever so gingerly. Dun, dun, dun. So now we get Hordak taking on Orange Cassidy. What are you saying? Taking on Orange Cassidy. I'll take that. All right. For those of you who may be suffering from insomnia, this match is next. Help is on the way. Pause. I don't think that was a pause moment, but I'll give it to you. Feel bad for Aussie Open. Yeah, I kind of agree. They've been weird booking with Aussie Open. They're just there, and I think they're fucking unreal. Penta change, got that one. I gotta stop clicking on the same shit. Can't wait for Moxley to be a champion again. Ooh, Steve G, big words. I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. KJ, yep, they could have had Roberts versus Archer. Roberts and Archer taking on Wardlow in the back. Okay. You can do something with Lance Archer. Lance Archer is another one of the lost souls that they can't seem to find out anything to do with, which blows my mind. That would be likely Jey Uso and Roman winning the NXT tag titles and then defending them at Payback. A little bit. Girls just want to, pause. Yeah, I definitely pause all over this thing. Yeah, pause. Yeah. I'm with you, big dog. I'm with you. 50-50. MJF versus Adam Cole rematch confirmed. Not yet. Keep trying. Crowd isn't entertained. Yeah, you guys let me know if you guys are listening at home. How's the crowd reacting? It should be a good match. Both guys can wrestle, and here they go. Little bit of a clap point. All Out is starting to look better than All In. Interesting, Keyshawn. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Orange looks freshly taped rather than freshly squeezed. I think that might be the story here, guys. Big Dog, you touch on something that I've kind of had a theory of for a while. I think they could just, every week, he wrestles so much, they just keep taping new parts of him. His elbow, his wrist, his leg. They just keep bandaging him till he looks like a fucking mummy. And then he never, ever loses his title. He just physically can't do it anymore. But we got an arm drag with his hands in his pockets. Goes for a tope. Penta catches him in the press. That was nice. Nice grab, Joe Black. Payback is going to be better than both in and out. Pause and pause. I like it, Joe. It could be. I'm really curious how Payback's going to be. Right in the middle of this, we get a Payback sandwich. Freshly bruised. Yeah, I got you. I like it. Freshly bruised, Orange City. Freshly bruised, 33, 34 on this match. Penta is my personal choice. Maybe Mox Reality OC wins. Yeah, I think OC wins. If done well, All In, Out could be like Night 1, Night 2 Mania. Interesting, TJ. That's got some legs to it. That's not a terrible idea. If you know you're going to be close together and you double bill them as you're building towards them, that would have been better than what we've done this year. Inexperience, maybe a big factor here. Over under 12 matches at All Out. I'm going to say over. I'm definitely going over. I think Tony likes to be in that 14 match range, if you count the pre-show. So they'll probably add one or two as we go here. Payback sandwich. Check. I'm going to go with Penta for the win just to make things interesting. All right, Louis. Bold choice. I don't know. I don't see it happening. And like I said, I've already seen some kind of things out and about that imply that it's a foregone conclusion here, which it is. Payback has a lot of potential. I can see several good matches happening, but currently it lacks hype. It does kind of lack a little bit of hype too. Now, I wonder, as wrestling fans who watch a lot of wrestling, is all the other news going on, like the All In and the CM Punk stuff, is that taking away from how much we're talking about the build for Payback, or has it just been a bit of a meh build? It's curious. What's next month all about? all around, all aboard. Oh man, yeah, I have no idea. Back in, back out. I have no idea what the next plan is. With let's just load it up there. I say this though, I do believe it would be a great match. Orange Cassidy face Austin Theory. That's the thing. I think Orange Cassidy does offer some things in the ring. I think if somebody could work with Orange Cassidy and help him fine tune his what he does, it would go a long way. Could he do good? Yeah, sure. But damn. Some of the best shows are the ones they don't have much hype. Marcus, I'm right with you. A lot of the best shows are the ones you don't expect. And we get that a lot here, especially when we're watching like, some of the smaller promotions where, oh shit, this show was a banger. So yeah, you got a very good point. Maybe All Out blows our mind. Maybe Payback blows our mind this weekend. I'm hoping. If we're lucky wrestling fans, both ones kill. Another tope fries. We come back from the break. Orange juice for the drink. When life gives you orange, you make Orange Cassidy. H said he doesn't want to overstuff PLEs with high profile matches, whatever that's supposed to mean. I just think we saw it, and he talked about it coming out of SummerSlam, where you want I think it's almost a bit of that UFC mentality, where some of the lower card ones aren't as, oh, wow, Penta over the top to the floor, where not everybody can be on every show. You got to be selective. You got to save some things for Raw. You got to save some things for SmackDown. And a lot we've seen where the undercard, so to speak, is, okay matches, not bad, but there's a clear, definite main event and or co-main event, right? They kind of, build to a cone, so to speak. Seth versus Nakamura should be the main event at Payback. As it stands right now, Vance, that I imagine would be the main event. I don't imagine anything else taking that place. Gunther versus Gable at a PLE. Wyatt Gable is so there yet, my dog. What they've got done right now, I'm okay with it, big dog. I think they've built Gable up in a way that I'm more than willing to watch him at a pay-per-view. I'm there. I think he's going to be the guy that takes the belt from Gunther. As of Friday, Gunther's going to be the official IC title record holder. So his title becomes Dead Man Walking, and Gable could be the guy to steal it. What's the main event of Payback? I'm guessing, like we said earlier, Seth Nakamura. Although All In and Punk are in the news cycle, I think the lack of Roman and the SummerSlam hangover caused Payback to feel secondary. Martinez, I like that. That's very valid. I appreciate that a lot. I think that's very well said. I tend to agree with this. I think that is a big part of it. And again, the bloodline's been kind of on hiatus. And in addition to that, we kind of had, the unfortunate tragedy of Bray, which kind of changed the dynamic for last week's show. It's been an interesting time. So Payback could very much be a show that surprises us, though. Wish they had Kurt Angle in Pittsburgh in Chad's corner and Gunther, but oh well. Wishful thinking a little bit. Then we finally get freshly mummified. There you go. Keep your oranges fresh. I think Bray's death stopped a lot. Yeah, that's a very good point, Boz. I agree with that. That's definitely a factor that has to be considered. Where Jimmy was supposed to return last Friday. They put that on the back burner for obvious reasons, right? So yeah, we'll see what next week holds, or sorry, this week holds going into Saturday. Punk and Perry versus MJF and Cole comes out, make it happen. People will pay. Listen, Punk versus Perry straight up would get people to pay, would get people to be interested. Fred, welcome back. How you doing? How you doing? Salut. Punk is ready, trying to get AEW All Access Season 2 a must watch, isn't he? Yeah, let's go with that. I want to see Season 2 of All Access if you're giving us Punk and the Elite and what really happened backstage and all the actual bullshit. I want to see that. I want to see who's right, who's wrong, who's guilty. Let's go. Roll the cameras. The card isn't bad. If it wasn't for all of the stuff with All In just happening and not meeting our expectations, we might be looking at this card with a different mind. True, and I don't disagree with that. But I also think that primarily if you compare All Out to All Out year over year, you're a little surprised to see Samoa Joe versus Shane Taylor. Shane Taylor's hasn't really been on Wednesdays, hasn't really been on Fridays or Saturdays. Some people know who he is. The smart marks, us, we know who he is. But interesting booking for the show. Ruby Soho Statlander, not bad. Okay, 2 TV titles. The 8-man tag's not bad. That's a bit of a big matchup. Really curious to see what happens there. So there is some stuff there. There is some meat on this bone. I'm just, again, because of All In, like you said, and some of the dynamic, and if there is no Punk, it's going to be a very interesting show. And right now, we are not advertising any Punk. Freshly concentrated. I'll take it. Roman Reigns might challenge anyone at WWE Payback. I don't think so, Richard, but keep trying. Big Dog, Gable is phenomenal in-ring worker. Why wouldn't they ruin Gunther? Why? I'll get it out, I promise. Why would that ruin Gunther? Yeah, I don't think it's going to ruin Gunther. I think if you do it properly, again, it is what it is. It's the underdog, right? But Gunther gets to move on and still be the big bad villain that he is. And I really think that Gunther could be your Raw or your World Heavyweight Champion and be phenomenal as a heel champion. So if he is going to lose at some point, which I imagine he will, again, if you do it right, it can be done without ruining anybody. People get too caught up in shit like that. We forget it's wrestling. We have short-term memories as wrestling fans. Oh, he lost his match. It ruined him. Yeah, and then 2 weeks from now, he shows up and beats the shit out of someone, and you forget about what he just did. It happens often. I don't think it hurts Gunther, especially if he loses in a last man standing match, because he could say he was never pinned. Sometimes you need moments like that, like Gable's to build stars. That's the other part of this, is that David versus Goliath, that building of a star. And I would argue that what Gable and Gunther are doing has been the best angle for Gunther's IC title. It's better than Riddle. It's better than, who did he beat up before? Who else has really kind of messed with him? And really, Drew McIntyre was horrible. This has been entertaining, right? Like the count out win, the beating Ludwig, going back and forth, the flirtation between Ludwig and Maxine. There's a lot there, and I like what they've done with Gable. And I was a big critic of Gable. I think they've come a long way. Orange Cassidy puts his hand in his pocket to stop the arm breaker. Saved by a pocket, I guess. Oh, now we're getting the soft touch spot. I hate it. Oh, just kick him. Just kick him. Kick him. What are you doing? Why are you just watching this man? Canadian Destroyer. Wow. Penta off the ropes, hits one of his own. Takes one back. Oh, my God. And both men are tap dancing. Oh, misses the orange crush or the orange punch. The made in Japan. Is that what made in Japan? All right. Do you think his wins in AEW ring over Orange? Do you think his wins in AEW ring over Orange Cassidy, Kenny Omega, and Chris Jericho that AEW is confident that they're going to sign him in 2024? Dave, I need some clarification on this one, bud. I'm looking forward to MLW Fury Road and Payback and All Out decent cards. There you go. Spoiled as wrestling fans, guys. Spoiled. Oh, we got a beach break, a little bit sloppy. Kick out by Penta. And that they're setting up him against the world title contender. Who? Help me out, Dave. I lost you. Because Gable is a tag team wrestler. Nah. Boston, not a singles competitor. Gable over Gunther would be like Theory over against Roman. No, not at all. A, because Theory is not a tag team competitor. B, the way he's been booked, the way they're using him, he's by himself. He's going out there. He's getting these wins. Yeah, he's got a friend that backs him up that has been a tag team with him. But at the end of the day, I mean, Gable was a solo for quite a while and has kind of floundered, but he kind of found his groove. I really don't think this affects Gunther at all. Gunther's such a big name and has handled himself in such a way. He can lose to Gable and be completely fine. Double underhook. Oh, up goes Penta. Not a bad match. Crowd's pretty quiet. If you guys are watching at home, correct me if I'm wrong. Wow. Oh, my God. On the apron, they roll in. And Orange Cassidy grabs the rope. I like Shinsuke Nakamura, but I feel he is more mid-card. He would be better as a U.S. champ. LA Knight would make a better champ to replace Seth. I don't totally disagree with you in the sense of Shinsuke's kind of been booked as a mid-carder, 50-50 booking for sure. What they're doing with Shinsuke right now is outstanding, and it reminds us that he's a main eventer. If we get NXT Shinsuke, he can take on any champion. Oh, we got the arm breaker. Remember, this is days before he fights Moxley if he wins. Send up the package. Oh, wait. He drills him. Kick out. The man kicks out of fucking everything. Backslide, it's over. Fucking fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, and still your all Atlantic International House of Pancakes and Waffles champion. So Penta hits his finisher. A good one at that. Orange Cassidy kicks out of 2 and backslides him for the win. Whoo! The man is unbeatable. I'm worried about All Out though. And that's how we end our show tonight. Just leaving here with just sheer excitement. I'm on the edge of my seat, guys. My ass hurts because I'm sitting so far on the edge. Pause. I see what you mean. Jay does have a high star power right now and is a main event guy. However, I don't see WWE moving Jay in the mid card. I don't either, Richard. And I don't know exactly what that's in response to, but I still anticipate that these two brothers are going to kind of have their one-on-one moment. And Orange Cassidy is sitting in the middle of the ring. Orange says, I don't usually like to talk. See, he says it a lot. I'm so tired. Every time I have a title defense, the back, like it feels like that's what, like they're wearing him out. They're wearing him out. Oh, I like this. I like this. All Out is a decent pay-per-view, but it's not worth $50. Nah, valid. This is crazy. You'll never do anything. You're too skinny. You're too short. I'm the champion. This is good. 4 out of 10. I'll come back to that. 4-0, 5 out of. I'll get your ratings in a second, folks. I promise. Yeah, easy, Rocco. I just broke my keyboard. Why'd you do that? OC pulled a 1-2-3 kid. Absolutely. Nice. Okay. I'm going to say this. That is the fluctuation in Orange Cassidy that makes Orange Cassidy better. What he just did was better than he's done in a long time. A 30-second impassionate promo of why I should give a fuck about you. That was good. I give him full marks for that, guys. And I know some Orange Cassidy haters are going to be against. Oh, but Moxley and OC are now swinging at each other. But showing a little nalgas, a little, cojones. That's what you need at Orange Cassidy. When you have a grown man trying to pin another man with his hands in his pocket, it's just fucking dumb. When you have a guy that's not rushing to get to the ring to help, or a guy that doesn't want to climb a ladder to win a match, that's where the gimmick goes too far. But if you can show range, and if you can show that he gives a fuck and he's got passion, we should get behind him because he's right. He shows up every week and puts it in. Pause. But that's, for me, that was good, Orange Cassidy. Very intriguing way to end the show. Moxley comes out, gives him a face rub. Cassidy gives him one back, and that's good night. That is your go-home show for AEW Dynamite and your go-home show for AEW All In this Sunday, folks. I will take a rating out of 10 if you have it. Let me know what you think. What an odd show. 2 hours, but only 4 matches. Did we get 4, Todd? Was it 4? Fuck. And again, I think going back to a couple of the comments earlier about being critical of AEW, I think when AEW has been publicly critical of their competition, oh, we don't do that, we don't do this, then you got to make sure you don't do that shit. And one of the things was all you get is talking over there. Well, tonight was a talk-heavy show, but it is what it is. Apparently, there was a lot of reasons not to have the booking make sense, but KJ, this is what you and I have been talking about for months. He can stay OC, but stop it with the this I don't give a shit attitude. Give us some damn grit in your teeth. I'm very pleased with this. Boston, that's exactly it, right? Again, we talk about the same thing with Bianca Belair. We appreciate you. You love to skip and spin your hair. But if you're fucking mad about something, if somebody has wronged you, if somebody has slighted you and you're pissed, stop swinging your hair. Run. Go. To quote a very famous man, run. And that's what should happen in those moments. That was the best Orange Cassidy we've had ever as far as the presents go. Oh, you have a match tonight for the championship that you love and adore. That doesn't sell us as fans. You can be the cool guy in between, but you got to pick your spots. Tonight he picked a spot. I'll give him that. Not my favorite way to go off air, but I'll take it. TJ Hook is giving it a 7. Bobby is giving it an 8. Wow. I don't know. I apologize. I don't know how we got that high on this one, guys. I 100% agree with Richard. Don't do that. Cassidy is speaking directly to CM Punk. Very interesting, AB. That's a nice take about I'm here. I'm defending my belt. And maybe OC versus Moxley is the main event. Wow. He's definitely losing to Moxley. It feels like it, right? It feels like it because he even did it a couple press conferences ago. Every time he does talk, I'm tired. It's getting hard to do. And remember I talked about, you keep bandaging him up, put bandages everywhere, and you wore him out. So if he does, he wore down. He couldn't do it anymore. I think that's where we're going. I hope Shin mountains this momentum. Even if he loses, heck, have him and Seth have multiple matches. I like Shin a lot. If he could have multiple matches, I'd be all for it. I wouldn't even be mad if Shin got the win. Surprise us. We all need t-shirts. Shin for the win. Hope Gable wins the IC title for the payback for the Shorty G character. Thank you. Thank you. Boz. I think it's after payback he'll win it. I don't think he wins it at payback. Sounds weird, I know, but we won't get into it right now. Yes, for the matches tonight, 4-0 tonight. Oh yeah, I mean, really. I believe you for once. All Out truly suffered having one show to build it, and you didn't even use that one show to build it. Whether it's by hook or crook, you weren't able to build in 1 week, and we know that. And shit happens. So All Out's got some work to do. Expectations low, maybe it overachieves. There's some potential on that card for sure. Joe and Shane Taylor, sign me the fuck up. Mox versus Eddie at Arthur Ashe, fair enough. Maybe. I cursed up a storm, broke my keyboard, screamed, I hate OC. Then OC dropped the biggest promo he's ever dropped. And just like that, he earned my respect. I give it a 9 out of 10. I want to see the match. Wow. Talk about a fucking pendulum swing, my guy. 6 out of 10. I see Shinsuke winning, but Priest cashing in. That would be even cooler. I'm all for that. Let's go. I'm okay with that. I like change. I like a little bit of scrambled eggs. Let's mix it up. 6 out of 10. Show KJ. Thank you, John. Watch Roddick versus Adam at Grand Slam tournament. I'm okay with that. That'd be very interesting. Is Collision going against Payback? Yes, it is, Smile Mark. And we'll be here for both of it. Mid Dynamite. Listen, I'm going to give this one a 4. And the reason I'm giving Dynamite a 4 is it didn't really deliver on any level for me. Giving it a 5 means it did enough to pass. But to me, tonight was a below average. Look, Kenny's right with me. Kenny's movie Palace. The reason I give it a 4, guys, is you didn't get me. Not a lot got me excited for All Out, right? Not a lot came across. Even though, like, when you announce matches, you didn't necessarily build it. Like, the Bucks weren't there. FTR weren't there. You know, they built their match in a package. What we did get in the ring, we got 3 long promo segments that didn't really lead anywhere. There wasn't a lot going on, and a lot of it was the same. It was a lot of this fucking friendship corner. Are we friends? Are you friends? Who's friends? Do you love me? Do you love me? I love you. It was a lot of rinse and repeat on that. The Jericho segment was fucking atrocious. The main event was good. I love Penta. I like Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy's promo at the end, I mean, almost pushes me to give it a 5. But for 2 hours, there was a lot of boredom tonight. It was a long one. Just my opinion, but I agree with you, Kenny. 6.5. I think I got that one. Bullshit show. Out of 10. Charles says it's all bullshit. I've had enough. 5 out of 10. 7 says AB. 4 out of 10 says Kenny. Stone Cold John Moxley. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, got that one. All right, folks. I'm going to make last call on the chat. Get it in. Get your thoughts in. And I'll wind this one down and close it up for the night. I think OC's dig was at MJF, not Punk. It could be because MJF has made Orange Cassidy jokes or comments at pressers more than once. So that's an interesting take. Jericho is the new Big Show with the turns. Yes. I like it. We'll just add that to his nicknames. Listen, I know I complain about Jericho a lot. I really do. But to me, he's holding the company back. He's in the way. And it's because of his relationship with Tony, not because of his accomplishments. And again, there is a place for Jericho. There is a booking for Jericho. He should be a heel with Don Callis. Let the crowd boo him. Get rid of Judas for a while. This way, when you bring Judas back that one day, people will lose their fucking mind because they haven't sang it in a year. But you just go heel and you slow down. If you're going to get booked with a Will Ospreay or a Commander, you just wear them out. You slow the match down. You don't let the high flyer take flight. Instead of trying to fly with them, and then you fly like a fucking brick. That's the problem. See ya. Who dat? Good night, fellas. Good night. All righty then. I'll leave that for you, Boston, to think about. So Collision versus WWE, PLE, and college football, and MLW, AEW might be in trouble. Hey, they didn't do so shit hot last week either. That Saturday night show we knew was gonna be a grind. The thing we don't know as fans is what is TNT's expectation? Where do they want that show to be? If they're happy with it getting 300,000 plus, then they're no problems. But I really do. I challenge Tony Khan. You take everybody, including CM Punk, from Saturdays and move them on to Wednesdays. You take everybody that you book a lot on Wednesdays to Saturdays and just run Wednesdays with that Collision crew for 2 months and see what the difference is. That's my opinion. You'll never do it, but it's a nice challenge. It's a nice thing. Sometimes we have dreams, my friends. Do you think Raquel Rodriguez will dethrone Ripley? No. And that's my last one. I'm out. Damien, I do not think that. If you predict that, you might be in trouble trying to defend your title on Sunday or Saturday. But, folks, that was AEW Dynamite. That was a crazy one. Go home show for All Out. We will see what it means tomorrow. Myself, Luna Havoc are back for Impact. Friday, the Tag Stream Champions return for SmackDown, for Rampage. Saturday, Payback. Sunday, All Out. And we don't stop. We just keep it coming. We got more content. Go check out all our shorts, all our little videos. Go check all the links below. Go get yourself a cute little t-shirt. Be a part of the family. And once again, I cannot thank all of you enough. We are having record-breaking month after month after month. And no matter what anyone says, we're growing at a pace and they know we're coming. And we thank all of you for that. And until tomorrow, we'll see you on the flip side, folks. Good night.